So y'all like hearing our rescue stories. We're going to talk about when a kinkajou scared me and my wife half to death. So if you're new to this page, me and my wife own a wildlife education center where we specialize in rescuing exotic animals from misplaced or improper homes. People donate, surrender, and we get confiscated animals as well. So if you don't know what a kinkajou is, they are better known as the honey bear, and this is what they look like. They're actually part of the raccoon family, so they're not even part of the bear family at all. So we get a phone call to go down to Texas, where these people who I'm sorry to say they're meth heads, had a kinkajou, and they were going to be there, and I guess they were getting their animals confiscated from them. And we go in to take this kinkajou, and we go in, and they got a pit bull, and I'm like, okay, where's the kinkajou at? And they're like, I don't know, like he just hangs out the dog, and then he gets in the walls. What do you mean he gets in the walls? And we were like, well, when's the last time you've seen him? And they're like, well, we only see him, once every 2 or 3 days. He'll mostly come and take some bananas or apples off the kitchen counter, and then he'll just take them up into his wall, and he just dips out, and we think he drinks out of the toilet, and that's how he's getting his water. I was like, what in the world are we doing here? Everything the light touches is mine. Actually, most of it's the schools. In the background, you might see those wolves over there chilling out. They're pretty cool. His name is Spanky, his mama's Elsa, and his daddy is Olaf. But anyhow, back to the kinkajou story. So we finally found the kinkajou. It was like chilling out in a guest bedroom, like between the mattress and the wall. And it was just like chilling out, and it just punched some holes in the drywall, and it was getting into the walls. We're like, okay, we're going to get you now, little buddy. And he was real chill. He was real calm. He was like, yeah, I'll go anywhere, as long as you got some fruit maybe for me. And so we took him, we put him in a little crate, we took him home. Now, this was back when we very first started rescuing animals. This was our first year of in the field doing it ourselves, okay? We made some mistakes. The mistake we made is we're like, man, he's pretty nice. So we're going to set him in our bedroom because he was quite a bit smaller than what we thought. So the enclosure we'd set up for him, he could actually fit through the bars and get out. So we're like, we're just going to let him stay in our bedroom one night. And then tomorrow, because we got back really late, and then tomorrow, we're going to build him a whole new setup, and then he'll be good to go. So I'm going to sleep. My wife's laying next to me. She's asleep. And, like, the lights are out. The dude is gone. I'm thinking, oh, great, now he's in our walls, right? And you know how when you go to sleep, like, in a new place, you wake up and you forget where you are for a second? Well, we were definitely in the same place. We were at our house in Newcastle, Oklahoma, before we have this property here. And I woke up, and I just forgot that he existed. I just forgot that he was there because it's the first night with him. Well, I wake up to something getting me by the toe and it yanking my toe. So I'm like, whoa. I wake up and I'm like, for about 30 seconds, I was like, well, monsters are real, because I can look down and all I see is the silhouette, of this thing right here. Here's a photo. I see the silhouette of this guy with his ears sticking out and his round head. I'm like, that's an alien. An alien has me by the toe. This is it. Butt probe time. So when I jerked my foot because I was scared, and I might have screamed a little bit, and I screamed, he made what sounded like a scream also, and then he jumped. So I jump up out of bed, turn the lights on, he's gone. And now, like I said, for a split second, I'm still forgetting that he even exists. I just know that something has grabbed my toe. My wife wakes up, she's screaming, and, now he's under the bed, and we know he's under there. So I'm about to have to get him out from under the bed and put him in a crate or something, because this has just scared me too much. And as I'm reaching under the bed, I remembered a very important detail about kinkajous, is they actually have a really nasty bite. Not the pain and the hurt, like, it's going to hurt, obviously, but they actually have a nasty mouth. They have a lot of bacteria in their mouth. And if you get bit by a kinkajou, it's recommended that you go to the hospital because the bacteria is so severe it can lead to horribly bad infections. It's almost like getting afflicted with poison damage from an animal attack. Well, thankfully, he didn't bite me, and we got him out safely. And the next day, we built him a nice new enclosure, and he lived with us until just about 1.5 years ago, and he unfortunately passed away, but he lived well above and beyond the average lifespan of a kinkajou, which can be a pretty long time. But he was pretty old when we got him, and he was really nice and really chill the whole time we had him. He never caused any problems. He was really cool and easy and laid back.